Namaste, Jai Bharat. Let's think about theism, atheism, etc. Prima facie, theist, atheist. One juxtaposes the other. There's dichotomy. There's nothing in between as we understand in this European context. Theist is the one who believes in a God. Atheist is the one who does not believe in a God. They make things so simple, and there's a kind of juxtaposition, and there's a kind of dichotomy. Well, this is fine with the Semitic traditions of religions. It's fine. It's perfectly fits, and the whole concept is coined with the theological background of the Semitic tradition. But let's look at Bharat. We have four religions in the European terms, dharmas in Bharatiya terms. The Sanatana Dharma, the Jain Dharma, the Bauddha Dharma, and also the Sikh Dharma. Now the question is this dichotomy of theists, atheists, theism, atheism applicable to Bharatiya Darshanas? I would say no, because their context and logic is entirely different. Now, there is no question of a personal God, as you see in the Semitic traditions than any of these Bharatiya traditions. We don't have a concept of personal gods. Yeah, we have plenty of deities, and deities are not akin to the kind of concept of God as a creator, protector, etc., as it is there in the European tradition. We do have some stories, if there are theories, there are narratives about creation, etc., but that is meant at a very lower level of bhakti for common people, for a comprehension, and once they have understood that, the theory transcends itself into another level, that there is no theory of creation, though there is a concept of Brahma. So that's meant for a common kinds of understanding, mundane level, let me call it as mundane level. And once one understands it, they want us to go beyond it if one is interested in knowing beyond a point. Now let's, first of all, there is no concept of a God. As you understand it there, we have concept of deities, and deities are not gods. For us, there is no one concept of God. We have not a concept of God at all. In the Sanatana Dharma, there is a concept of reality, which is not God, which is unqualified in the sense that beyond qualities. All kinds of narrations are made some time back. And since that's beyond qualities, Shankaracharya calls it as Nirguna, and then once it is beyond qualities, then we can't understand it through intellectual means or other things. Yoga is a different area where we can understand things. Now, since there is no concept of God, look at the Sanatana Dharma, plenty of deities, but no single concept of God. Instead of a theory of creation, we have a theory of evolution in Upanishads, which also is a second stage of understanding on a higher level. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya Kosha theories, which can be treated as a theory of evolution. And that really talks about the states of things in nature. When it comes to Jains, they are explicitly denying a concept of God, and they are concerned mostly with this situation or status of the Tirthankaras. The aspiration is to attain those qualities, and that's all. That's all. Then comes to Buddhism. Of course, Buddha explicitly, he doesn't speak about God, so they deny God, so to say. And Buddha also, Buddhists rather, Buddha was silent most part. Buddhists also deny the existence of a soul, but Jains do accept the existence of soul in a more vigorous manner, but no question of God. In Buddhism, no soul also. And Sikhs, of course, their primary concern is about the Guru, and that's it, and that's final. Beyond that, they don't care, because their gurus give them what to do, and they follow the Guru, and that's it. Of course, they also believe in moksha, and their philosophy is by and large the Upanishadic and Vedic. Now, everyone's philosophy is by and large Upanishadic and Vedic as an extension or branching, etc. Whether accepting or not is secondary question, but the development from that is a point to be thought about. So how do you say that one is an atheist in Bharat? See, you need not believe in God, but yet you are a Hindu. Without all this, you are a Sikh, you are a Christ, you are a Buddhist, and you are a Jain at the same time. I'm only speaking about Sanatana Dharma, but this, of course, becomes applicable to all of the Bharatiya dharmas. You don't believe in God, but yet you are a Hindu. You don't cease to be a Hindu. When you don't believe in a God, you cease to be a Christian. Simple. When you don't believe in a God, you cease to be Muslim, whatever. So, it's not the faith in God that makes you a Hindu. What really makes you a Hindu is the Sanskrit. The Sanskrit. That's a different thing. We might have a talk about that later. So, let's not confuse when you're talking Bharatiya context and terms about Theism Atheism and all such things are irrelevant in Bharatiya context of knowledge, the Veda Manishadi context of knowledge, that the faith and the kind of thing in God doesn't really matter. It's only meant for some small kinds of levels. So we'll come with some other thoughts later. Till then, Namaste, Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.